to this meeting of the Ann Arbor Commission on Disability Issues. Just so everybody knows, this meeting will be broadcast live on CTN Cable Channel 16, AT&T Channel 99, and online at a2gov.org/watchctn. And to speak at public comment, please call toll-free 877-853-5247 or 888-788-0099 and enter the meeting ID 919-8673-1455. With that, I will leave it to Kennedy to begin roll call.
Alrighty. Vice Chair Keeler.
This is Vice Chair Keeler, and I'm here from Ann Arbor in my nice warm recliner.
Thank you. Chair Damon.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. This is Zach Damon, and I'm coming to you from Ann Arbor, Michigan, Washtenaw County.
Commissioner Mozak. Commissioner Solomon.
Matthew Solomon, Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Commissioner Hawkins. Commissioner Poster. Commissioner Gossage.
Good afternoon. This is Alex Gossage calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you. Councilmember Gazi Edwin. Commissioner Ratcliffe.
Good afternoon. Commissioner Ratcliffe calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Commissioner Packard.
Commissioner Packard calling in, coming to you from San Jose, California. Stay warm.
I feel so sorry for you.
And Commissioner Chambers. Oh, I think you were muted. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, we couldn't hear you, Elena. Nope, can't hear you now, unfortunately. No problem. No problem. We'll let you sort out the
Can you hear me now?
audio. Yes, yes. Absolutely.
Perfect. But Commissioner Chambers is here, and Commissioner Mozak, it looks like you just arrived.
We're just doing roll call, Commissioner Mozak. Yep.
All right, Commissioner Mozak calling in from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Thank you for your patience.
No problem. Thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome, everybody, on this chilly day. My goodness, I hope everybody is staying warm for sure. All right. Well, next, I wanted to open it up to... go ahead.
I would say public comment.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I wanted to open it up to public comment. Kennedy, do we have anybody on for public comment at this time?
As of right now, no.
Everything.
All right, thank you.
There you go.
All right. Next, I'd like to go ahead and move on to the approval of today's agenda. All of you should have received a copy virtually, and it was also uploaded, to registrar. If you have not received an electronic copy of our agenda today for review, please let us know and we can get you a copy now. Otherwise, I'd like to make a motion to approve today's agenda.
I'll move to approve.
All right, Larry moves to approve. Is there a
I'll second.
All right, thank you, Kathleen. Kathleen seconds. All in favor of approving today's meeting agenda for the 17th of January. All in favor, please unmute and say aye.
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 All right, the agenda for today is approved. Thank you very much, everyone. Next, we're going to move to the approval of the meeting minutes in December. All the meeting minutes should be sent out to everyone, and there should also be a link to the meeting minutes in the agenda virtually if you choose to view them. But I wanted to know, are there any additions, any corrections to the minutes? Okay, I do not hear anything at this time, so I'd like to make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from our meeting on December 20th, 2023.
Second that motion?
Okay, Rob, you moved to approve?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I moved to approve.
That's okay. That's okay. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Vice Chairman Keeler seconds. All in favor of approving the meeting minutes from December 20th, 2023, please unmute and say aye.
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 All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for approving the minutes. Now, I am so excited. I just wanted to introduce a new commission candidate to our commission and have them get introduced to you today. I'm so excited to introduce our candidate. We have Lori Plus on the line. And Lori, please excuse me if I did not say your last name correctly, but please feel free to unmute and just give a little introduction about yourself and why you're interested in joining the commission. And then we'd love to have you stick around for the majority of the meeting, but then once we get to a certain portion, we will have you depart. But for this portion, if you could just say, give an introduction to the commission, that would be great.
Sure, thanks, Zach. My name is Lori Buis. We pronounce it like Buick, but Buis. I'm sure it's not the correct Dutch pronunciation. In fact, I know it's not, but that's how my husband's family has always pronounced it. Excuse me. I am an associate professor in the University of Michigan Department of Family Medicine, where I am affiliated with our M Disability Center on campus. Sorry about that. My background is in telecommunication and information studies, and I study digital health interventions for chronic disease self-management for people who are either coming from underserved populations, populations with great health disparities, people who have been suffering from systemic racism and other issues, again, predominantly in the area of chronic disease self-management. I am also a caregiver to my mom, and I have worked with other people in my family who are people who have had both vision and physical disabilities. And so I am interested in trying to figure out how I could help my community more. And this is an area that I have a lot of interest and passion about. So thank you for inviting me to join today. And I look forward to listening in on the meeting.
Okay, thank you so much. And I apologize for mispronouncing Lori Buis's name, but Buis, folks, is how you pronounce it correctly. And thank you so much, Lori. We do appreciate having you today.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Next, I wanted to move on to the special presentation portion of our meeting. So first up, we have the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and the Physically Disabled, Miss Katie Monkevich. So Katie, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. As usual, it is very good to be here. I am going to share some upcoming events with you that are happening at the library. We have Getting Started with Electronic Music on Sunday, January 21st from 1 to 2:30 p.m. That's going to be downtown in the 4th floor meeting room, and this event is for teens and adults. If you want to get started learning about synthesizers, this is the event for you. North Coast Modular Collective will explain how to get started producing with hardware synthesizers in a digital audio workstation or with modular synthesizers. You can also connect with a local community of electronic musicians and instrument makers. And we have coming up the Washtenaw Reads book discussion for AADL staff and community members. The Washtenaw Reads book this year is How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. This conversation is going to be taking place on Tuesday, January 23rd from 6 to 7 p.m. and that's going to be on Zoom. So join the AADL staff for a discussion of this year's Washtenaw Read title, How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. And then we have junk journaling. This is happening Thursday, January 25th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Westgate branch. And this event is actually for preschoolers to adult, which is something that I don't see very often at the library. So I thought that was kind of neat. But this is junk journaling, scrapbooking's messier little sibling. The point of a junk journal is to fill a journal with little things that make you happy. Unlike scrapbooking, the final product isn't for others to look at in the future. It's all about making something right now with what you have on hand. Of course, if you love what you've made, there's nothing stopping you from showing it off. Join us at the library and make a journal with all kinds of junk: stickers, drawings, washi tape, interesting paper, pictures, and much more. You can bring your own junk or make use of the junk that we have here. I'm going to talk about some materials that are currently available on BARD. WLBPD patrons, members of the Washtenaw Library for the Blind and Print Disabled, can order digital cartridges as usual by calling us at 734-327-4224 or sending us an email at WLBPD@aadl.org. But many people are signing up for the Braille and audio reading service these days. That's BARD, the service that people use to download their own books. To learn more about that, you can go to nlsbard.loc.gov or just give us a call and we can help. So here are some books that you can find right now on BARD. Number one being the Washtenaw Read, How the Word is Passed, A Reckoning with the History of Slavery Across America by Clint Smith. The author tours the monuments and landmarks that tell the story of slavery's central role in shaping America's collective history and culture. He explores historical plantations, prisons, cemeteries, holidays, and entire neighborhoods, revealing their ties to this painful aspect of America's past and present. And also, Lost in Thought, The Hidden Pleasures of an Intellectual Life by Zena Hitz. In an overloaded, superficial, technological world in which almost everything and everybody is judged by its usefulness, where can we turn for escape, lasting pleasure, contemplation, or connection to others? While many forms of leisure meet these needs, Zena Hitz writes, few experiences are so fulfilling as the inner life, whether that of a bookworm, an amateur astronomer, a bird watcher, or someone who takes a deep interest in one of countless other subjects. Drawing on inspiring examples from Socrates and Augustine to Malcolm X and Elena Ferrante, and from films to Hitz's own experience as someone who walked away from elite university life in search of greater fulfillment, Lost in Thought is a passionate and timely reminder that rich life is a life rich in thought. And that is what I have for y'all today. Does anybody have any questions or comments for me?
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. It was good to be here. Always appreciate it.
Oh yeah, thank you so much, Katie, and good luck with that electronic music introduction. That sounds awesome. I mean, Detroit, the founder and the hub of electronic music, so really awesome stuff.
Yeah, it should be fun. We hope to see some people there. That would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you for everything that you do, and we'll see you soon, hopefully.
All right, bye now.
Bye-bye. All right. Thank you, Katie. Next, we have the Disability Network, Washtenaw, Monroe, and Livingston report with Andrea Hendry. Andrea, welcome.
Thank you, Zach. Thanks, everybody, for having me today. I'm going to follow in Katie's footsteps and share just a few events that are happening at the Disability Network in the coming weeks. And then, of course, I always encourage folks to check out our website and give us a call and subscribe to our newsletter and all of those good things, because I'm sure just as quickly as I'm sharing a few things here today, my colleagues are working behind the scenes to update those and add to them and create a lot more opportunities that I won't be able to highlight here today in just a few minutes. But Did want to share that we do have virtual theater via Zoom happening on Thursdays in the evening from 5:30 to 6:45, ages 14 and up. Come meet new friends, learn about the art of theater, performance acting, dancing, singing, movement, skill building, all good stuff. We are also holding a Valentine's Day dance for young adults with disabilities ages 14 to 26. That'll be on Friday, February the 16th from 6 to 8 p.m. in our Ann Arbor office. It is free to attend, but you must register via the website. You can find that information on our website or give our office a call and ask to speak with Christina. Expect dancing, crafts, snacks. There will be an opportunity for guardians and parents to stay and learn about our programs and services available for young adults with disabilities. And finally, just wanted to highlight a new program that we're starting called Coffee Clatch. And that will be on Mondays starting February 5th from noon to 1 at our Ann Arbor office. Again, it's just a chance for folks to get together, to share coffee, snacks, good conversation, and all ages and abilities are welcome to attend that as well. Again, for more information about these and other events, please visit our website at dnwml.org. Give us a call at 734-971-0277, or you can send an email to info@dnwml.org, and we will be happy to get you signed up for our newsletter or connected to our website calendar or any other programs or services that you might be looking for. And that's all I have today.
All right. Thank you so much to Andrea and everyone at Disability Network, Washington, Monroe, and Livingston. So, by the way, folks, if you're 27, forget about that dance. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, very awesome. I hope that the dance is, well attended, and thank you for all the things that you guys do. And yeah, for more information, please feel free to check out Disability Network, Washington, Monroe, Livingston online. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
All right. Next, we have our Partners in Access Committee report with Mr. Larry Keeler. Larry?
Here it is. Well, I joined a minute late, but I joined the discussion about a woman having she thinks she's been denied access from WCC from classes for special compensations, such as having a electronic door opener and other things due to her balance issues and that sort of thing. And the community college told her that things were too expensive. And so she's been going through the city trying to figure out who to contact. And it was suggested that she contact Miss Tracy Bird to see if there's anything that can happen. And Commissioner Gossage is going to check into what the center can do for her over there. And then we also talked about Commissioner Mozak's suggestion that I brought to the Transportation Commission about painting the lines better for handicap parking and having more handicap parking downtown. And that's where we were.
Wonderful.
Any other pieces of that I forgot, Commissioner Damon or Commissioner Gossage?
Thank you so much. I do see that Commissioner Gossage has his hand raised. Alex?
Yeah, thanks, Zach. I just wanted to let folks know I did reach out to some contacts of mine at WCC, and they are looking into connecting with the facilities folks over there to see kind of what was the stop or what's the issue from preventing them from going ahead and installing an accessible door in this particular area. It shouldn't be anything that's really terribly cost prohibitive. but I'm waiting to find out more information. So hopefully hear more this week, and we'll get back with everybody once there's some way to move forward. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Commissioner Gossage, for those efforts and for that report. And thank you, Larry, as well. And I also want to thank, Tracy Bird, for, connecting us with that individual. And, hopefully we're providing, that resident with some sort of peace of mind, and hopefully we can assist. Thank you. Okay. Next, we have the Community Engagement Committee report with Commissioner Rachel Hawkins.
Hi, everyone. So I don't have a lot to report this month. I did receive an update from Melissa Bondi about Ann Arbor Inclusive. So they are filming their new episode this month. So there isn't one premiering this month. So we'll have more information going into our February meeting about when that will be airing.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rachel, for all your help with community engagement and, continuing to keep us informed about the happenings of Ann Arbor Inclusive and all the other community engagement. Thank you very much. And, big shout out to Tom Hoagland, the host of Ann Arbor Inclusive, as well as Linda Evans and everyone at CTN of Ann Arbor for great work. Thank you. Okay. Next, we're going to move down to our recruiting activity with Mr. Vice Chairman Larry Keeler. Larry, the floor is yours yet again.
Yep, I'm here again. As you see, we're still doing recruiting activities, and of course, the fruits of that are the interview today that we've had, and there's a possible interview coming up next month. So we've talked and interviewed a couple of candidates who are bringing to the commission, and we're still open for any other applications. So I forgot the website you have to go to, but just let the mayor's office know that you're interested, and they'll send you a paper form, or you can sign up online. But so far we've got, if both of these commissioners are accepted, both of these potential commissioners are accepted, we'll have a full commission. So we'll see.
All right. Well, wonderful work by our recruiting activity committee and Vice Chairman Keeler. Thank you very much. But Larry, please don't go anywhere, because the Transportation Commission update is next, and so we need you for that.
I'm still here. Well, as the meeting started, before it was going, I asked Commissioner Hess and I forget his last name, or Commissioner Nick, anyway, for the Transportation Commission about the city hall and parking issue that Commissioner Mozak brought up, and they said they were the right folks to bring it to. And so I'm hoping to hear from them. I haven't heard from them yet, but I will remind them this month. And it's also been brought to my attention that if it doesn't go through there, I may also contact our access coordinator, Tracy Bird, and try to get some more done on that, because if I understand that correct, the parking spaces weren't well defined at City Hall, and Commissioner Hess in particular knew exactly what I was talking about. And so he's, like I said, he's going to do the research on that. And if not, I'll bring it up to our coordinator and see where that goes. And then we went for our public comment, and there was a lot of talk about crosswalks, needing crosswalks off of Iroquois and Stadium in particular, and Maple Dickin because of the students going down the Dickin High School and our Dickin Elementary, excuse me. I know my kid went there too, but and the crosswalks, some of the crosswalk areas also need some improved lighting. And then we discussed our policy agenda, and they're going to also there's something about the state formed a transportation caucus to help with work plans for transportation and that sort of thing. And work plan, we have a approved millage plan that we're working with for the ride, and then the April Express route is going to start. There's going to be at least one express route from downtown, the number 4 from downtown Ann Arbor, and it's going to stop at Arborland. It's going to stop at CTC, which is on the U of M campus, and it's going to stop downtown Ypsi. That's the only 4 stops. It's an express route that's coming up, that we've been known about coming up for a while. And then in August, they want to increase service in August and increase their service area and extend their hours. Increase frequency with Flex Ride. And then there'll be, what is this? Will be extensions. No, and so far no changes to A-Ride service. And our crash report data still is being looked at. We have, they're looking at the pedestrian crashes, bicycle, and motor vehicle crashes. The most crashes occur in the late evening, and still the pedestrian and vehicle crashes are rising. And the biggest issue is failed to yield is what's causing the biggest issue. And then our annual report discussion, I think we're going to approve that this month. And then there's going to be large development downtown. They're going to do a lot of different things downtown. They're going to put in some bike lanes, going both way, 2-way bike lanes, and change some streets into 2-way street division, and change some others into 1-way streets, potentially mauling off a few areas downtown, and putting in bike loops and all kinds of interesting things. So stay tuned to that. Thank you again.
Question?
Sure, go ahead, Rob.
Okay, in the coming months, I know the Rawsonville bus stop had been closed a few years ago, I understand. I just wondered if that was something that they would want to examine reopening in the future, because I know there's a wide coverage area that has to walk sometimes a couple miles to get to the nearest bus stop from that area after that closed. And so I just thought I'd just check and see, or put that out there.
Not as far as I know, but I could bring that up this evening and ask. Is that the one that was up at that old Kmart?
It's by the old Kmart, and I think it was closed about 2 or 3 years ago, maybe. And so I just had talked with some folks in the area there that there was a time when I was staying out in that area and could not get a Flex Ride, and I had to walk to the next closest bus stop, which was, I forget the name of the bus stop, but I pretty much had to walk almost halfway to the Ypsi Transit Center, which came up to 2 or 3 couple miles in the rain, and instead of when that one would have been closer.
I can possibly find out for you, because I do know that some of the bus stops that they had closed during COVID, for example, the one that went out to Meyer Jackson, for example, was closed for a while, and that's been reopened.
Okay. Last I heard, that one and that is the one that I'm talking about. Great memory you have. The Rossendale Road by the old Kmart area there. There's several shops there that are open, and that's exactly the one, Rossendale Road area. I'm pretty sure it was still closed last time, but appreciate it. Thank you very much, Larry.
Not a problem.
Kathleen, you have your hand up? Go ahead.
I do. I actually want to give a quick response to Rob with regards to your concern. I know FlexRide has been experiencing issues out there. I'm not sure that they're looking at exploring putting that route back in. However, while bringing it to the Transportation Commission and having Larry discuss that, I think that a better option also is to put the ride directly in the loop. There are customer forums, there are phone numbers that you can call to air your concerns and ask your questions more directly to the authority itself. I also want to throw out there that there is paratransit available I believe in that area. I don't know if that's something that you've thought of exploring for yourself, but that may help with that. Now, well, FlexRide mimics the fixed route, and FlexRide is supposed to be available, when you call that day. Paratransit is different. You have 1 to 3 days ahead of the schedule to make your ride. I don't know if those would be beneficial to you, but again, I would urge you to share your concerns and your thoughts with the ride directly, so that they can give you a more direct response versus going through the Transportation Commission, which doesn't really speak directly to the authority. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yes, I have called them, but I'll give them a call again and check and see when there's opportunities for requests.
And also, I'd like to
well.
make a suggestion to you and any of the commissioners. I think I raised this back in December, that the local advisory council for seniors and persons with disability is looking for new members. And Rob, that may be something you might want to consider. Maybe if you don't want to join, or at least popping in for public comment and sharing those comments. I know a lot of times during those meetings, we have staff involved. So you may have George Brooks, who does fixed route, Robert Williams, who is the manager of the paratransit division, as well as other folks who attend those meetings. And so you would have a more direct conduit at that time. Their meetings are held the second Tuesday of every month via Zoom at 1:30, from 1:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. So that may be another really good avenue to have your voice heard. And thank you.
Oh, absolutely, and you're welcome to. There's a dog nearby, but you're welcome to send me an email with more information, or reach out. I'd love to get more involved with that, and I agree with FlexRide. When you call, if you call early enough, and a ride, pretty much even from that area, it does help. If you plan ahead 1 day ahead, those are great options. I agree with you there. And feel free to get some more information to me anytime you like. Thank you.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
And thank you, Commissioner Mozak. I didn't want to step on your toes for that, and right now, not being part of that local advisory committee or anything, I didn't want to overspeak. You know what I mean?
Well, in full disclosure to the commission, I sit on the board of directors for the Ann Arbor Area Transportation.
Yeah, I know you do.
And so Larry knows that. I wasn't sure if others were aware, and that's why I felt a little bit more comfortable, Rob, to share that information with you, just as a hopefully as it was helpful.
I didn't want to volunteer you, but good thing you volunteered yourself. And speaking of the LAC, I will be on there again in October. I think at least I'll apply again, and I think they'll have me. I think I did good work with them. So, yeah.
Commissioner Radcliffe?
Oh, I just had a quick question. For the meeting notes for this meeting, is it possible to put a link to that AAATA page with the application information?
Sure. Commissioner Mozak, are you able to send that information to me and I'm able to add that in?
Yes, I will go on their website. I know that they have several. So there is on the rye.org, there is an area that talks about leadership. And on that page is the local advisory council. It shares what the council's about, how to apply their documents, like their, and so Kennedy, if I don't get that to you today, I'll have it by end of business tomorrow.
Perfect. That's perfect. And what I'll do instead is, as a follow-up from today's meeting, once you send that over to me, I'll just email that out to the full commission so they have that information.
Thank you so much.
And I can also send the link to that to you, Commissioner Radcliffe.
Oh, thanks. I just thought that, for whoever reads the meeting notes, if they were interested, it might be easier to just have something to click on for them, but that was all.
Now you'll get swamped.
Okay. Well, thank you for all that. Are there any other additional questions for Larry at this time? Okay. Moving on, we have the report from the University of Michigan Council for Disability Concerns meeting update with Commissioner Solomon. The floor is yours, Matthew.
Hello, everybody. Let me pull up my notes from our latest CFDC meeting. Forgive my delay. My notes are presently inaccessible. Is it okay if I provide them after the meeting?
Yeah, sure, that's fine, Matthew.
Would that be acceptable? Yeah, and I'll have them entered in the record. My apologies.
No, that's okay. Thank you. No. Moving on. We have the organizational equity update with Tracy Bird. Tracy?
Good morning or good afternoon. My goodness, where am I? I apologize that my camera, I'm having difficulties with my camera. But I'm Tracy Bird, the accessibility coordinator here. I almost said the ride, my goodness. We've been talking about the ride here at the city. And a couple of things. One, I will be sending out, I can send out to all commissioners or to you, Zach. And then if you want to pass along, the Ann Arbor District Library will be doing smart tours as part of the bicentennial, so you can actually go online and follow the tours online. But I wanted people to be able to take a gander at the for accessibility for those tours. So that I will send all of the information. Like I said, I can send it by or if you prefer, I can send it.
Sure, yeah, Tracy. This is Zach. If you can hear me, please feel free to send me that information about that to the about the bicentennial, and I'm happy to send it to the full commission and to anyone who would like that information. Go ahead.
Wonderful. I will pass that along, or I'll email that to you shortly. A couple of things that we've been doing here. I've started taking physical tours and doing accessibility for our polling locations, just doing walkthroughs, looking at accessibility from the standpoint of public transportation, and gathering notes for that. And then I want to pass along, it's something that I just came across that I wanted to share with the commission, that the Center for Disability, U of M, Center for Disability Health and Wellness has a disability equity book club. And they meet monthly. It's a very I just participated last week, and it's a great discussion. They're reading the book Demystifying Disability by Emily Ladu. I'm probably mispronouncing Emily's name, but I just wanted to throw that out there because that's I enjoyed the discussion. And I wanted to follow up on Commissioner Keeler, what you had stated about the person who had, I'm glad that that individual followed up with you regarding WCC. I had many conversations with that individual, so I'm glad that they did reach out to you all. And I also did, I just looked at my emails. 13 days ago, I did also follow up again, a second follow-up with an individual here at the city regarding the Ann Street parking lot. So that's still on my list as well. So we'll just keep we'll both keep contacting them until we get an answer. And then the last thing I wanna say is that we are our office is moving forward. We just submitted. And this is more of an internal thing. The city that submitted an updated policy for our reasonable accommodations for employees to make it a more streamlined and interactive process. And so not only are we out and about, but also doing some internal work as well. So thank you. And if you have one last thing, because I'm a bus rider too. I don't know if anybody rides bus route number 24. That is changing also in August. It will no longer go all the way to the Lake Transit Center. It's a connector between St. Joe's and will end at Briarwood Mall. So if any of you ride the route number 24, keep an eye on that one. So that was just a side note.
Thank you, Tracy. May I ask why the adjustment in that particular route?
I'm not quite sure, other than, because I didn't go to public comment, I meant to, and then unfortunately I got busy and didn't get there. But generally speaking, any of the route number 24, they changed it, when the pandemic hit, they suspended that route. And when they brought it back, it changed a bit and did not go the same course. And I think now they revamped it a bit. However, it's just not running efficiently. I'm guessing. That is my guess. That's my opinion. But it's a connector. It will be a better connection with the route number 20 or route number 6. So it will still go up around where it is now along Main Street to Oak Brook to Northbrook. If I'm saying those, yeah. And then we'll go back to the mall. So it will still service Cranbrook Towers and Brookhaven. But then you will, instead of having that long wait at Briarwood Mall, you can connect with the 6 and then get downtown very easily.
Understood. Thank you. And a quick question for you, if you don't mind, Tracy. Could you let the full commission know? Thank you for your work and everything that you're doing. But could you let the commission know too, when there's an invitation for commissioners to come out to those polling sites that are being developed, and when possibly we can have an opportunity to also view them?
Yes, right now, the ones that I'm just looking at are the ones that are already polling locations that have already been there. So these are not the new polling or any new polling sites. This was just my own curiosity on how accessible they are. The buildings themselves, I'm not able to get into, but I wanted to look at it from a standpoint from transportation for individuals who rely on public transportation and how they're getting there, their sidewalks and things of that nature. But yes, I have stated, if I haven't stated it once, I've stated it many times to you all as well as to my coworkers here that when any decision is made, I am going to be asking CODI as well as Disability Network to stand with me, beside me, and in front of me to guide the way, because I can't do my job without you guys. It is your input that that matters. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Tracy. No, I appreciate that. And no, absolutely. Thank you for the clarification, on the curiosity there for the existing polling places and making sure that those polling places are accessible, with public transit. Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Next, we have the city personnel report with Kennedy.
Hi, everyone. I hope you all are doing well and are staying warm. I know it's cold outside. The only brief update that I had is I know the last time we met, we were still in search of a police chief, but that search has been completed. The candidate that has been selected is Andre Jackson. He has been named as the new police chief for the city of Ann Arbor. As of right now, there is no set start date. We're just waiting for a few things to be finalized. And so that information will come soon. And there are no additional city personnel report or updates at this time. Does anyone have any questions? Perfect. And then again, as a follow-up after this meeting, Commissioner Solomon and Commissioner Mozek, if you guys can send me the information, Commissioner Solomon for your report and then Commissioner Mozek for the details for the ride, I would greatly appreciate it.
It's already in your inbox.
Oh, you beat me ahead of time. I love it, Commissioner Solomon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kennedy. And thank you for announcing the police chief candidate that has been selected, Mr. Andre Anderson. Very excited to have him a part of the city. And then ultimately excited to explore the opportunity of what we can do as CODI and collaborating with the City of Ann Arbor Police Department going forward. So, please, as he, continues to I guess get used to his job and get into a routine. Hopefully, in the coming months we can have him do an introduction and a presentation to Godai and talk about some possible collaborations.
Yep, that is the plan. So once he starts and his credentials are verified, I will then reach out to see when he is available to come to one of our commission meetings.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kennedy. All right. Next, we're going to move down to the chair report. All I really have today are a couple of things. So the first thing is, Ann Arbor is celebrating our bicentennial anniversary this year. And, of course, I did send out information for the bicentennial celebration that's going on this Friday. So hopefully all of you can make it down to the Michigan Theater for that celebration. If not, I'll definitely be there, and I know all of you will be with me in spirit for sure. But definitely hope that we can all take time to reflect this year as the bicentennial festivities get underway, and definitely be proud of that. There's a lot of great things that have gone on in our history's 200-year history, and all of you have helped contribute to that. And so hopefully, we can all be a part of some great activities going forward. With that, I wanted to, first I wanted to ask Lori, at this time, Lori, if you don't mind jumping off, I wanted to talk about just your possibility of joining the commission on some other things, but I wanted to ask Lori, do you have any other comments or suggestions for us? Thank you so much for joining us up to this point, and we hope that you've enjoyed your time observing.
No additional comments. Just thank you for having me.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, folks. With that, I wanted to just open it up to the floor to the commission to vote Lori onto the commission. I didn't know if anybody had any additional questions. I know that she got a chance to kind of introduce herself. The recruitment committee, Larry, myself, Kennedy, we were a part of that interview process. And so I'll start with my feedback. I think she's very, very qualified. I think that she, offers a great perspective to our commission that I think can be very valuable, especially understanding the importance of disability, but then also firsthand, being a caregiver and understanding how important, planning for the future is, as well as the now, and making sure that our city is accessible and equitable. So, not only that, but she is very, very well spoken and very passionate about disability. And, I appreciate I appreciate that about her very much. At this point, I want to offer it to Kennedy and Vice Chairman Keeler if they have any additional comments before I open it to the full commission.
My comment is, we interviewed her. I think she passed our interview scrutiny anyway, and I think she'd be a good fit. But
Following up with Larry and Zach, I agree as well.
Okay. Commission, questions, comments for me? Kathleen.
What I'll do is please raise your hand if you'd like to give your feedback or input, and then I will call on you from seeing the hands raised in the chat. Commissioner Mozak?
Thank you. I just wanted to say that I was very impressed with her background, and I can't help but observe that her work at the University of Michigan in the healthcare area, in terms of she serves on a committee that is involved in disability issues. What is important to me, or what I'm noting in that, is historically, it's not just an Ann Arbor issue, it's a worldwide issue where disability communities become siloed. Everybody's doing great work, but sometimes we don't always get a chance to know about each other's work or to engage with each other. And so I think that that's going to bring a strong component to our commission to be able to have that gap closed a little bit. So I am very highly excited to take a vote on this, on her.
Awesome. Any other additional comments on Lori Buis and her qualifications at this time? Just want to make sure everyone's had an opportunity to give any feedback or questions.
Commissioner Chambers?
Yeah, I agree with everything said. I think that she seems like a really great candidate. I just wanted to add, I think that another aspect of her experience that I think would be really important for the commission is just her involvement with the university relating to disability issues. This is a space I think that is very significant to Ann Arbor, and I think also has a long way to go as a whole in terms of accessibility. And I think that she could provide a really important perspective, being a person who's currently kind of working on that issue in this academic context.
Absolutely. Thank you, Commissioner Chambers. I do appreciate that. And by the way, before we open it up to a vote, I just want to encourage any of you, if you're, if you feel so inclined and would like to be involved in the recruitment interview process, please let myself or Kennedy know, and we can include you like on that process, and when we set up the interviews and when we're organizing them.
Or me.
So that go ahead, Larry.
I just said, or me. You could let me know too, and I'd let you guys know. So.
All right. Pardon me, Larry. Since you are the recruitment chair, yes, please let Larry know, and Larry can communicate that to myself and/or to Kennedy. Thank you, Larry. Absolutely.
Yes, Larry is in charge, everyone. Larry is in charge.
That's right. Pardon me. I didn't mean to step on your toes there, Larry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh no, I'm just putting myself in there. You can't contact you guys, contact me, because we're all working together.
That's right. That's right. All right, folks. Well, if we're good, I'd love to open it up to a vote for candidate Lori Buis to have a seat on our commission. So At this time, if you vote yay or nay, please um, unmute and say yay or nay, please.
Before we do that, a motion has to be made first.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Is there a motion to vote for candidate Lori Buis for the commission?
I will
I move.
I will move we I will move that we open up the process to vote for Commissioner Buis, or
Okay.
potential Commissioner Buis to be sent to the next level.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll
And-
second.
Okay. Who is the second?
Rosanita.
Commissioner
Rosanita.
Ratcliffe.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Commissioner, yeah, her too. Her
Yes.
too.
Sure. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. The reason my camera is off, I've been having an unstable connection today. So, thank you. Okay. So all in favor of welcoming or putting through candidate Lori Buis through to the next level for our commission, please unmute and say aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Okay. Thank you. And Kennedy, if you could, uh, let everyone know, that would be great.
So I will contact Lori and letting her know that her application will be sent to the mayor. And then from there, we will be notified if the mayor approves of her application to then go forward to city council. So I will let Lori know. And yeah, thank you everyone for the vote.
Absolutely. Wonderful. All right. Well, that is all that I have at this time for the chair report. Now, council member Edwin could not join us this evening uh, because she's actually going to be presenting at the bicentennial celebration, which I believe they have a rehearsal. So, council member, I know you're not with us, but break a leg, and I'm sure it's going to be an outstanding event and presentation by you on Friday. Next, do we have any old business?
We have no old business and we have no new business.
All right, thank you. Any other additional?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Larry.
Oh, I just said as of yet, we have no new business. So if anybody proposes any, we probably should give them that opportunity to propose new business.
Is there any new business from the commission? Hearing none, we will move to communication. Is there any communication from the commission? Thank you. Alrighty, next would be the adjournment. I'll leave that to you, Zach.
All right, thank you, Kennedy. Yes, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn at 5:01 p.m. January 17th.
I would second.
All right, Kathleen seconds. All in favor of adjourning today, January 17th at 5:02 p.m. So please say aye.
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 All right, everyone.
Aye. Aye.
All right, everyone. This meeting is
Thanks,
adjourned.
Larry.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone so much for your commitment and your feedback. Thank you so much to all of you for your commitment. Thank you to CTN and the City of Ann Arbor, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.
Recording stopped.